Perfect. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And welcome to our first ever Tourism Cares Town Hall. We are so thrilled to be offering this space to be able to share some updates from Tourism Cares, but more importantly, be able to connect with all of you and allow all of you to connect with each other. So we heard your feedback that you were looking for more ways to connect with fellow members, which actually reminds me, if you haven't completed our member engagement survey, I'll include it in our follow-up email and we'll send it out, the link for it here too. Please take a moment to fill it out. Share your thoughts with us. Help us kind of shape the future opportunities that we have here at Tourism Cares. But that's exactly what today is about. We've set this up as a meeting, not a webinar, because we wanted to create a space where you can learn, ask questions, and engage directly with one another. And we're so excited to have such a great group here with us to kick it off. And we look forward to hosting more of these in the future. So just some housekeeping before we get started. I'd like to ask everyone to update your Zoom name to include your name and what company you're joining us from. That way we can all kind of see who is in the room with us and kind of get all of those introduction pesky bits out of the way. You'll also receive an email afterwards, as I said, with the recording and any of the resources that I mentioned here today. We ask please keep yourself muted unless you're speaking, just to avoid some of those pesky background noises. And if you need to turn the captions on, you'll find that option on the bottom right-hand side of the Zoom controls. Feel free to use the chat to ask questions and share your thoughts throughout. And with that, I am delighted to hand it over to our CEO, Greg Takahara, to help us get started today.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Lauren. Welcome, everyone. It's great to see so many familiar faces on this screen, so many great friends within our community. And thank you first and foremost for taking the time. We know that time is so valuable, especially in today's world where we're just increasingly pressed for time. So we appreciate you taking this hour out of your day to spend with us. As Lauren mentioned, this is really a result of listening, and I thank Lauren and the entire team for reaching out to our community and really asking them what they're looking for, and for us to have this opportunity to listen and to respond. And so it's a really great pleasure to be able to host this first ever member town hall. And let me just say personally that I really relish the opportunity to say first ever, because typically if we're at one of our signature Tourism Cares events, the first thing somebody will say to me is, how many of these things have you attended, Greg? Is it 20? Is it 30? What is it? So I'm on a level par with all of you. We are here at our first ever member town hall. I'm as excited as you are to get this kicked off. So with that, why don't we start by talking a little bit about what the industry is telling us right now. Let's start with an industry trend that's really shaping this space. I don't think I can see that we're advancing slides, so I'm presuming somebody is in the background advancing the slides for
Yep.
us. But let's start with an industry trend that's really shaping our space. And as sustainability continues to gain traction across the travel industry, not without its challenges, we're seeing a big shift in terms of not just what businesses are doing, but how they're talking about it. And authentic communication around sustainability isn't just a best practice, it's really become a business imperative. Travelers, clients, and partners are asking smarter questions. And I think this is for us, we oftentimes kind of gauge where we're at with the industry in terms of are we spending time talking about the why? And we know that over the years, we've spent a lot of time talking about the why. And what we're finding is that we're really entering into a time where we're starting to talk about the how. And our audience is wanting to know What are we doing as an industry to reduce our footprint? How are we supporting local communities? How is our work making a real impact? Are we going beyond just checking a box? And the days of kind of vague claims and buzzwords and what does it all mean are really starting to fall behind us. And instead, we're seeing this growing demand for honest, transparent, and meaningful storytelling that reflects the real challenges and progress behind the scenes. This is especially important as more companies integrate purpose into their brand identity. Whether you're a DMO, a tour operator, or an advisor, the way that you communicate about sustainability needs to be as thoughtful as the work itself. And the good news is there's incredible opportunity here. Organizations that are leaning into transparency and vulnerability, sharing both their successes and struggles, and elevating community voices are building stronger trust and deeper connections with their audiences. So as we all move forward, let's think about our individual sustainability story, not just as a marketing tool. Let's invite our audiences, our individual audiences, to be part of this movement. It creates emotional connection and loyalty. And most importantly, Tourism Cares is here to support you and our community every step of the way. So as a for instance, let's slide change here. Um, let's talk about kind of the segments. We're very privileged over our 22 years to have a very strong foundation of founders, in particular, the National Tour Association, the United States Tour Operators Association, and the American Society of Travel Advisors as founding members of Tourism Cares. They helped us to become who we are today. And travel advisors have always played a critical role, but we're seeing them really step forward in terms of shaping the choices that travelers make and seeing how their influence is really so powerful. We've seen growing interest from advisors who want to offer trips that are not only memorable, but meaningful. To support this momentum, we launched a dedicated campaign in May in conjunction with Travel Advisor Appreciation Month, designed specifically for travel advisors, equipping them with the tools, guidance, and inspiration to confidently integrate sustainability into their client work. From webinars to resources and one-on-one support, it's been incredible to see the engagement, enthusiasm from this sector. As part of the overall effort, we introduced our Meaningful Travel Client Checklist, which is a downloadable resource that helps advisors guide their clients through making more conscious and responsible travel decisions. It's a simple yet impactful way to bring sustainability into client conversations and trip planning. We're really energized by the connections we've built so far, and we look forward to deepening these relationships as we continue to grow this important work together. I really want to reflect on the fact that in conjunction with that campaign and in conjunction with Travel Advisor Appreciation Month, I was at ASTA's Travel Advisor Conference in Salt Lake City in May and really excited, I have to admit, going into the last day, the last session of education. That's where they had me. I wasn't sure how many people were going to enter into the room, and we had over 80 travel advisors attend our session on designing and planning meaningful travel experiences and itineraries. So next slide. So with that comes really a new opportunity for us, and that is an opportunity to champion sustainability across all sectors of travel. And we're excited to announce that we are now expanding into the MICE sector. We've engaged a consultative group of students at the NYU Stern School to help us with this entry. This segment holds incredible potential to drive positive change. That's why we released our brand new Meaningful Events Guide. This resource is designed to help event planners of all kinds integrate environmental and social impact into their programs. We've long recognized that we really have to walk the walk here at Tourism Cares, and we're really particular about our own events, and we thought we'd share our thought process with all of you. And I really have to give a shout out to our colleague, Katie Hagedorn, who helped put together this content. And this is built over years and years of her running our own Tourism Cares events. So whether you're planning a corporate retreat, a large-scale conference, or an incentive trip, this guide offers practical strategies, real-world examples, and scalable solutions to create events that are not only successful, but also purpose-driven. To kick off this exciting initiative, we'll be diving deeper into the guide and how to use it during our upcoming webinar with North Star Travel Media on August 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so mark your calendars. We'll be sharing insights, answering questions, and spotlighting how different ways that planners and industry professionals can start making more meaningful decisions right now. We'd love for your event planning team to join us for this important conversation as we continue to expand the movement of meaningful travel into every corner of the industry. Next slide. So as you all know, that the cornerstone of our work at Tourism Cares has really become our meaningful travel map. And this year has marked an exciting period of growth for that map. We've launched several new maps that spotlight community-based organizations, social enterprises, and responsible tourism initiatives, making a difference around the world. These maps are helping travelers and the travel trade discover and support purpose-driven experiences in places such as Newport, Rhode Island, the greater Miami area, Joplin, Missouri, the Palm Beaches, Pittsburgh, Houston, South Africa, Ireland. Today, the Meaningful Travel Map features over 650 global impact partners, and we're not slowing down. So coming soon, we're thrilled to launch two new maps that will expand our presence even further. The first, a Nordics map, featuring Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway, and Iceland. Many of you were with us during our Meaningful Travel Summit in Norway, and we look forward to expanding our work there, along with an upcoming England map, which is going to broaden our footprint across the British Isles. A key driver behind this incredible momentum is the enthusiastic support of our DMO members, who continue to lead the way in creating more meaningful travel opportunities for visitors, while also ensuring long-term value and positive impact for the communities that they serve. If you're a destination that's already launched your Meaningful Travel Map, don't forget to check out our tips and tricks to help maximize your map tool. It's packed with practical ideas to help you enhance your marketing, engage your local partners, and amplify your community's sustainability story, allowing you to leverage your map as a powerful tool for change. So let's take a dive into the map now and see the map in action. I want to take a moment to introduce you to some of the incredible impact partners that bring our map to life. And I can't wait in this first instance to get there in a few weeks to Bangkok and to Thailand for our Meaningful Travel Summit, Tourism Cares with Thailand, to see Mr. Thai in person. So meet Mr. Thai. He is in, as I mentioned, Bangkok, Thailand. After 30 years at sea, he came home, fell in love with the unique beauty which Bangkok's canals can bring when experienced in the quiet. And as you all know, if you've been to Thailand, it's hard to find a quiet moment there. He brought 2 vintage water taxis and converted them into fully solar-powered electric boats that were less noisy and disruptive compared to other tour boats. These boats are more than just transportation. They're a tribute to the city's heritage and a model for sustainable tourism. It's an unforgettable experience that blends environmental innovation with cultural preservation, while also being respectful to the locals residing along the canal's banks. One powerful example of how this impact is scaling comes from our partners at EF Ultimate Break. I'm going to switch slides here. In March of 2024, Alyssa Sands, who's the Director of Market Development at EF Ultimate Break, joined Tourism Cares on a meaningful travel fam trip to Thailand. While EF was already committed to responsible travel, the immersive, on-the-ground experience helped them redefine how they select and present experiences. Thanks to this fam, EF has since incorporated purpose-driven partners like Mr. Thai, along with visits to the Ba Nang community in Krabi and Patom Organic Living Village. And these authentic community-based experiences have received overwhelmingly positive traveler feedback. So really, this is the meaningful travel map in action, amplifying local change makers, creating ripple effects of impact, and empowering travel companies to deliver experiences that matter. Next slide. Got our QR code here, so don't forget, you can find even more ways to get involved and valuable tools by visiting our member resource page. So thank you again for being here today for this first ever member town hall. We're thrilled that you joined us as I mentioned, to not have to hear the question of how many times I've been at this particular tour event, because my answer is the same as all of yours. First time ever. So thank you. I'd like to hand things back to Lauren for some sneak peeks at what's upcoming on our programs.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Greg. And I, of course, echo his sentiments. Thank you for being here. We're all so glad we get to be a part of the inaugural one, right? It's like very exciting. So by now, I hope you've all seen that Tourism Cares has been hitting the road this year on our nice little road trip. Well, we started our road trip in Miami in May, and this fall we are continuing on with our next two stops to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Galveston, Texas. These full day events are a chance to explore sustainability in action. You'll get to hear from local change makers and really see firsthand how tourism can be a force for good in communities of all different sizes. So in October, we're heading to Pittsburgh, who is redefining itself from an industrial powerhouse and incorporating green innovations and culture to turn it into a vibrant travel destination. Then in November, we're off to Galveston, a coastal city with a strong spirit of resilience. We'll learn how the tourism community is working together to preserve its cultural heritage, support local businesses, and adapt to environmental challenges in creative and collaborative ways. The Roadshow is truly a great way to connect with your fellow members, hear some of those real life stories from locals in these destinations, and walk away with actionable insights that you can apply in your own work. So I hope you will be able to join us at one of these two events. And because you're here with us today, I like to give an extra sneak peek, give you a little insight into some of the incredible and partners that we'll be working with. So I'm going to focus right now on Pittsburgh. And so first up, we are excited to host our event at the Energy Innovation Center. This is a one-of-a-kind facility. It's a hub for sustainability, education, and workforce development. It's located in a repurposed historic building, and the Energy Innovation Center brings together partners who are shaping the future of clean energy and community impact in the region. And the rumor I heard from our programs team that got to check it out is that the space is absolutely incredible and breathtaking. The views that you have from within it are absolutely amazing. So we are really excited to host our education session at the Energy Innovation Center. And then to give you a little sneak peek of the experiences that you might have if you join us in Pittsburgh, we have some of our impact partners from our map. First up is Berg Bits and Bites Food Tours. This is a hop on and taste your way through Pittsburgh's vibrant neighborhood on a curated food tour packed with local flavor, history, and hidden gems. It's the perfect blend of culture and cuisine, and it's all guided by passionate locals who know their city best and can give you all of those insider tips and tricks of where to go after our summit. And we also are going to be working with Venture Outdoors. And Venture Outdoors gives you the opportunity to see the city from a whole new perspective on the water. So if you join us, you could potentially be going on a kayaking excursion that not only lets you explore Pittsburgh's iconic rivers, but it also supports efforts that are helping make outdoor recreation more accessible and inclusive for everyone. These are just a few of the amazing places and experiences waiting for you, and we can't wait to welcome you and show you what meaningful travel looks like in Pittsburgh. And then the extra special sneak peek that you get here today is that we are excited to announce that the 2026 North American Meaningful Travel Summit will take place in Asheville, North Carolina. It's a destination where sustainability isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of life. So we are so excited to work with Explore Asheville for our upcoming summit in 2026. And Asheville was chosen for its commitment to environmental stewardship and social impact. In the wake of Hurricane Helene in 2024, the community has embraced tourism as a powerful force for recovery, using it not only to rebuild, but to create a more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable future for all who call the region home. By joining us in Asheville, you'll gain direct connections with local sustainable organizations, nonprofits, and social enterprises. You'll get hands-on education sessions exploring sustainability, meaningful travel, and destination stewardship. And of course, you'll gain valuable networking with like-minded professionals from across the travel and tourism industry. Asheville isn't just talking about sustainable travel, it's living it. So you can find more information and sponsorship opportunities on our website, and we hope that you'll be a part of it next April. And that kind of wraps up our Tourism Cares updates for you and our programmatic updates. And this is the chance I'm actually looking forward to most, this part of our program here, because everyone plays a unique role in shaping the future of travel. So before we break out into our breakout rooms in the heart of today's town hall, we want to get to know you all a little bit better. I've got some fun, quick questions, nothing too serious, a little mix of fun, business, and insight just to help us get to know who's in the room. So to start us off, I'd like for you to tell us a little bit about what you do in the industry. So are you promoting places that we all love to visit? Are you helping travelers navigate their journeys and designing trips? Or do you do something else?
I'm happy to jump in. Hi, everyone.
I was to say, Carrie, I was going to say, I have a poll. Carrie, are you able to launch that poll? There we go. Sorry, I was going to say, again, it's our first one, so we're still figuring out some of the technological parts here.
How do you guys want answers if I do all three of these things?
I'll have
Wow.
you select. I'm very impressed. I will have you pick
We're a
Powerhouse.
DMO. It's easier because we're a DMO.
I was going to say,
We
I'll have
need
you select the
all of
one
the
you
above.
remote most to. Which one do you relate
Okay.
most to there?
Okay.
All right. Oh, they're still moving. They're still moving. All right. I'm going to end it so that everybody.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So see, we've got a nice little representation, a little bit of everyone here. And I think it actually does a good job of also kind of showing the Tourism Cares community, right? We're all a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Every little part of the industry is represented in our lovely community. All right, and then I wanted to go fun because that's just who I am here. So for a little more fun, I want to know, when you travel, what kind of an explorer are you? Are you a foodie? Are you out there, trying the local flavors? Are you seeking thrills? Are you the adventurous one who's finding, I don't know, rock climbing and jumping off crazy things like that? Or are you more of when I find a new city, I like to just kind of take it slow. I'm a slow traveler. I like to just kind of see what happens to me. I don't overplan too much. What kind of travelers are we?
I can't wait to see the results of this one.
I have to admit, I am the foodie. I love to taste my way through a new destination, finding the local food and flavor. And okay, I admit, finding the local beer, right? The best way to kind of taste it, find those local breweries, see what it tastes like there. That's what I like to do.
And then there's all of the above.
Exactly.
Lesson learned. We need to add all of the above to these polls.
We've got a bunch of overachievers in this room. Yes.
All right.
Oh, we got a good mix here
Oh,
too.
wow.
I like it. I like seeing our different personalities here. All right. All right. The next one I have. Okay, so you're getting ready to pop onto your next adventure, right? You're heading to the airport. What's the one thing you absolutely positively must have in your carry-on? Are you bringing your reusable water bottle? Are you finding local food snacks to try on the plane? Because, if you get stuck on that plane and it might take extra time, I always need to have an extra snack. Are you bringing your travel journal? I don't know. Do people still bring a camera, or is everyone still just using their cell phones for cameras these days? Or is it the noise canceling headphones?
Oh, these are tourism cares people. I can tell already. All right, I'm going to end it.
Perfect. All right. I love to see the reusable water bottles come in. I'm
That's what I mean.
very glad to see that answer out there. All right. And the noise canceling headphones, right? Who's been stuck beside the crying baby on that 8-hour flight? Or I'm guessing that, or were we just trying to get our work done? It's one of those two. And then I'm going to bring it back to your organizations for a moment here. We often say that every organization is on its own sustainability journey, and we're here to support you no matter where you are on that journey. But what's your team's sustainability style? Are you all heart? Are you analytical change makers? Are you fast moving innovators? Or are you slow and steady, kind of making the change a little at a time? What's your sustainability style at your company? I like seeing this. I don't know. Polls, I figured were going to be fun. Something fun and interactive here. Just see what we've got in the room. See how everyone's a little different, but we're all the same too. I love it.
Right, it looks like it stopped moving. So, oh,
They're keeping you on your toes, Carrie.
right, exactly. This one makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Perfect. I love the spreadsheets. As long as they're color coded. That's got to bring in the color coded there. All right. And then our final poll that we have for the moment is, in one word, what sustainability topic is top of mind for you and your organization right now?
No multiple choice for this
No
one.
multiple choice. It's a one word. It's kind of centering us back on what brings us all together, creating meaningful impact. So whether it's, climate, community, something else entirely, just what's most pressing for what you're working on today. Is there a theme or a challenge that's front and center?
Ooh, people had to think about this one for a
Mm.
second, but then y'all caught fire. Okay. Oh, view details. Oh, I
It
don't know
does.
that this is going to let me share it with everybody. I have to sign into Zoom. Yeah.
All right. So if it's not going to let us
We all
share
had
it,
the same word.
All right.
100%. So if it won't let us share it, I will share it in my follow-up email to everyone so you can kind of see what everyone in here is working on too. So we kind of get that idea. But thank you for sharing a little bit about yourselves and your work. I think it's kind of powerful to see that even though we're diverse in our roles, diverse in what we're doing and our styles, but we're all kind of represented here within the Tourism Cares community. So we're now at what I'm most excited for our agenda today is our breakout rooms. As I said, we've heard a lot from everyone that you'd like to connect more with the community, like to connect more with some people within your sector of the community. So we're going to break out into breakout rooms so that we can connect, share, and brainstorm together. Don't worry, you'll be moved automatically. But with that, I also forewarn, as I said, technology sometimes can be my greatest nemesis in all of Zoom. So we'll fingers crossed everything goes well. But just sit tight. We'll get everyone into their breakout rooms. And once you're in your breakout room, a Tourism Cares team member will kind of kick things off. But I encourage you to turn on your cameras if it's not already and think big. Share your ideas, any creative solutions, inspiring examples. And I hope everyone has a good time. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. How were your breakout rooms? Did everyone have good conversation? Everyone get to connect? I want to check and see. Did anybody have any takeaways they want to share with the main room? If you did, I'm gonna suggest if you raise your hand, I should be able to see that on the main thing here. Let's see.
Or just pop in.
Or just pop in. I was
Anybody
just
wants
say,
to share
anyone
anything?
have anything to share? If not, that's okay. I can continue on. But I just figured in check and see. I know I was popping around in the feed. We were having some great conversations in the DMO room talking about how we can share our map, how we're using our map, how we've kind of built our map that way. I know in our room 2 I popped into for a minute there. They were having some great introductions, telling everyone what they do kind of in the trade a bit too. And Carrie, I know I threw you into room 3. What were you guys talking about there?
People were actually talking about using the map and identifying partners that would be great additions to itineraries. So everybody had some really great thoughts about it.
Oh, that's great. Great. I'm glad to hear the conversation went well. So thank you all. And I hope,
Lauren, in the
yeah,
DMO room, I'll just share this because I was slightly cut off as I was trying to finish this thought with my group. But
sorry.
you know, we have no, that's not your fault. It was mine. We have a lot of DMO members now, and many of them are on this journey of kind of like promoting meaningful travel. And the thought came up on among Christina and I to have these conversations with that group more regularly. So I just want to mention to the group that we'll take a look internally to see whether it makes sense to bring our DMO community together in particular for more similar conversations to kind of brainstorm. And so that's one takeaway from our group that I thought was really useful. It was really fantastic just to see best practices being shared from amongst that group.
Great. I'm glad to hear it. That's awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much for being here and contributing in our thoughtful conversations. I hope you got some valuable insights and ideas and connections. And most importantly, if nothing else, a reminder of the amazing and purpose-driven community that you're a part of here at Tourism Cares. So before you go, I'm going to ask Carrie to launch one more survey question for us. We really want to make sure that these town halls are useful for you. So we'd like to know, what type of topics or tools or conversations would you like to see us explore in these future sessions? If we hosted some member-led sessions, you guys are out there on the ground doing the work. Is there anything you'd want to offer that you're passionate about that you'd like to share your expertise with the rest of the community, or that you'd like to hear from other members within our community? So definitely kind of here's an opportunity to help us kind of shape some of what our future town halls might look like, so that, this is our first one. We're pulling it together, but we would love your insight as to what that could look like. And while you're kind of filling that out, I'll throw out a reminder that we recently introduced our Tourism Cares member sustainability group on LinkedIn. This was a space that we designed to help our members really kind of stay connected with each other. We have our corporate page where you'll still get all of our information about Tourism Cares, but we want to use that LinkedIn discussion group page as a space for networking. When you have those questions that come up and you're looking for some feedback and you'd like to ask other members, post it on there. I know Ken just went to Rwanda. Was it Rwanda, I believe? I might have just made that up. And he posted some pictures that he had from there. But definitely kind of share your updates, share what you're doing within the sustainability realm, share where you're out and about. I know we've got a lot of people out at Virtuoso this week. If you see other members of the Tourism Cares team out in the wild, feel free to post those pictures too. I'm really kind of trying to make this a space just for our members to connect when we're more frequently than when we're just here at a town hall. But yeah, so feel free to also share that link with anyone else in your organization that you think would want to be a part of that conversation as well. And I really just want to say thank you from everyone here at Tourism Cares. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us today. We really appreciate it. We thank you for being a part of our community, and we can't wait to see you at the next Tourism Cares event. So thank you so much. Take care. And I will follow up, as I said at the beginning of this, I will follow up with a recording of the session, as well as all of those links to the different resources for everyone. And feel free to be in touch. Thanks so much.